Hi, we're here in Campbelltown area right now. With me is Miss Loana Barret. She's from Sydney, Australia, and we have a very interesting human interest story that she wants to share.
I do. Thank you very much. Thank you. I have a friend in the Philippines who's very dear and close to my heart, and I've known her for a long time. And she's in the process of adopting two gorgeous little girls over in the Philippines. And I know they're going to an amazing family, and it's amazing to hear this. It's amazing to see this happening. I want to know why people here in Australia can't adopt more children from the Philippines and other countries in the world. Why Australia makes it so hard to bring children here to this country and to help children from other countries live here in this amazing country with beautiful parents.
Having said that, that means you have tried yourself?
I haven't tried myself, but Lisa tells me of her the process and it taking time. And
did she explain what were the hindrances?
The hindrances are, a few times in court. Another hindrance I remember her telling me was the parents. Sometimes if the parents go back to the orphanage, it can take longer time. But for the children who are already in the orphanages, whose parents don't come, and I can imagine there are thousands. When she tells me you can buy a baby on the side of the road for $50,
what country are we talking about?
This is in the Philippines. She said you can buy a baby on the side of the road for $50. That is how desperate some of these young mothers and young parents are. They have no money. Let these babies come here to this country.
What did she do when she heard that information of $50? Informal adoption.
You could only have the same feelings and the same thoughts as what I have. You sit there in disbelief. I don't have any reason to doubt anything that she tells me, but you would sit there in disbelief and you would want to help these people.
Mrs. Barret, would you have a message to the legislators of Australia?
To the legislators of Australia, you need to look at the reasons why people need a better life. You need to look at the reasons behind these children growing up with families. They're not going to cost the government money. It's not about that, and the government knows this. This is about bringing children to this country to have a better life, and not just from the Philippines, from anywhere worldwide. If you've got a family who is non-reliant on the government, why are you stopping this? Why are you making it so hard for families?
Mrs. Barret, have you researched thoroughly as to what are the qualifications of the possible?
When I research the what people need, I've only got to look at our foster system here in Australia to know that it's not really. You don't need any qualifications to be a foster parent. So why are they making it so
There's
hard?
a lot of categories. First of all, there's also a character check.
Yes.
Because sometimes they also make sure that there's no violence or so.
Yep.
So,
violence or any abuse or anything like that within families, that the children are going to be safe. My concern is sometimes there could be they haven't been caught yet, so they're not going to have a criminal past. But when you have a genuine family who wants to help a child, you need to look at this family and think the government needs to think, this family can make a difference. Let's make a difference.
Mrs. Barret, once again, let me ask you one more question. What is the main problem of our system, do you think, in adopting overseas and in different countries?
The red tape. It's too hard, or corruption, paying the judges. The judges want more money to push the adoptions through. We should be...
Is this comment based on a personal experience?
This is based on my friend's experience. I've also read horror stories on parents trying to adopt children out of Romania years ago, not recently, but we don't see enough of it. We don't hear enough of it. There's too many children in orphanages that need to be in loving families. I know they're in an orphanage, but they let them experience what a loving family can do for them.
Once again, Mrs. Barret, your wishes and plea to the Australian government.
you need to relax it a little more. You need to push through. You need to fight for every child. You need to fight for the families here who want to make a difference in children's lives.
You were very emotional earlier when you were mentioning that your friend Liz has actually adopted 2 children from the Philippines who were sisters.
Yeah, so that's a story that I love telling because in my life growing up with her, I've just been so honoured to see everything that she does. Her and her husband, her and her family are just such beautiful people. This is what children need. Why can't all children have that? Everyone needs someone like Lisa and her husband Ben and her family. Everyone needs that.
Thank you, Ms. Barrett, for expressing your point of view as an Australian who wanted to adopt a child in other countries.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.